Why the hell can I not? Oh. There we go. New game.
Dear Sam, it was not easy for me to find fitting words for these first lines that I hope you are reading, as well as it was not easy to find out where you were living. I hope that my letter will reach your hands as soon as possible, as there is not much time left. Since your departure, I have contributed all my efforts and endless hours of sleepless nights looking for the truth about our family. I feel that I am already very close to beholding its full face, and I am concerned that I might not have the strength to look at it alone. Therefore I am turning to you, Samuel, for I know that you will hear out my plea. In this envelope, you will find the ancient ring of our heritage. It is very important that you always have it with you. Take extraordinary care of it. Please return to our manor and help me. I know my time is closing in. I can feel it. I am afraid.
After the funeral, we jointly returned to Black Mirror. The journey through the desolate countryside seemed endless. No one spoke a single word. When our glances met, they were full of deep sorrow. It wasn't merely grief, however, that was in our eyes. It was also a certain alienation that Victoria and Robert felt towards me. My unexpected return after more than 12 years gave them the freedom to ask all kinds of unspoken questions.
I am truly sorry about what happened.
Thank you, Hines. I don't know what else I should say. William was everything to me, and now...
You need not say anything, Victoria. Today is a sad day for all of us. I think I will leave you alone now, if you will excuse me.
You don't have to go. You are a good friend to us, as you were to William.
I value your words, but I think I had better go now.
Please be our guest, I beg you.
I would be happy to, if that is your wish. I would like to skim through certain volumes in your library, if you would not mind then.
No, not at all.
Thank you. I will be in the library.
Bates, should Hines need anything, please be of help to him.
Of course. You can rely on that, madam.
Do not want to sound harsh, but I think we should leave you alone.
You are empathic as usual, Robert. I want to be alone with my thoughts for a while.
That is quite understandable. Samuel, would you see me to my study?
Yes, gladly.
Oh, Samuel, please stay. I'd like a word with you.
Certainly. Will you excuse me, Robert? We will talk later.
I will be in my study.
Samuel, tell me, have you returned to stay with us for good?
To tell the truth, I haven't decided yet. Give me some more time, please.
Don't forget, we are still your family. You are a Gordon, and you belong here just like all the other Gordons before you.
Yes, I am well aware of that, but I need to put my thoughts in order. Perhaps then I'll be able to answer your question.
Oh well, I hoped you'd say yes. I'm not feeling well. Please excuse me now, Samuel.
Of course. I will go to my room.
Sir, I took the liberty to clean up your room. I believe you will be satisfied with the results. Here is the key. Your suitcase is already in the room.
Thank you, Bates. Victoria wants me to stay. Maybe I should have promised I would. But I haven't made up my mind yet. Maybe later. Bates has readied my room. I should go have a look.
Wow, this is Black Mirror Castle. Hold on a second. I gotta change something real quick. Oops. Okay, never mind. Okay. Oh, game, don't fucking do this. I'm gonna have to fucking restart it now, aren't I? Jeez. Boy, this game is old.
After the funeral, the journey, no one, when our glad...
I am true.
Thank you. I don't know. Will
You need today. I think I.
you don't have...
I that.
Please be...
I would.
No,
Thank you. I will.
Bates,
Of course.
you are I want to...
That is... Samuel,
Yes,
Oh,
certainly we will
I will be in...
Samuel,
give me some more.
don't you are...
Yes,
Oh, well. I'm not...
of course.
Sir, here is...
Thank you. Victoria wants me to stay. Maybe I should have promised I would. But I haven't made up my mind yet. Maybe later. Bates has readied my room. I should go have a look. This is where Bates leaves our mail. There is no letter now. The founding stone of the original castle that Marcus and Mordred jointly laid in 1206. It's made of a single piece of some strange stone, charged with a peculiar kind of energy, as William would say. The atmosphere of centuries long gone can be felt around it. Marcus Gordon, the younger of the two brothers that began our dynasty. William's mourning card. The key to my room. I have no idea what I'd be looking for in there. The door is locked. Bates gave me his key. I can open it. This place hasn't changed at all, as though I were only away for a few days. Welcome home, Samuel. A collection of old pictures. I don't want to remember that time. I'll leave it alone. Forgive me, Catherine. It's full of clean water. There's still enough water in the basin. William's portrait of my dear Catherine. She died in those horrible flames, and it was my fault. I will never forgive myself for that. I only have a few necessities in it. I'll take the pills in case my head starts to ache again. The drawings of the Gordon Manor in Wales. William drew those when he lived there as a young man. The night silhouette of our castle. An old painting. I don't know who its author was. The Holy Cross. It's cold in here. I'll tell Bates to light up the fireplace. The room is quite cold. The room is quite... I don't want to rest now. William's favorite canvas. Someone from the family painted it about 300 years ago. A child's room used to be behind it. Now there are bare walls. There's no point in going there. I used to play chess here with William. I remember him teaching me my first moves, as if it were today. Robert presented this one to William. The ticking of the clock echoes throughout the corridor. Robert, may I speak with you for a moment?
Of course. I'd be happy to speak to you. We haven't seen each other for such a long time. How many years has it been?
12, maybe more.
A long time indeed. I am happy that you have returned.
I have not come to stay. I came only to be here for William's funeral.
Really? That's a pity. I thought you would stay with us for a few months at least. Maybe you can still change your mind. So, what do you want to talk about?
What do you think about what happened to William?
That is a strange question. What should I think about it?
I don't believe it was an accident, let alone suicide.
I am afraid you are jumping to conclusions, Samuel. You don't happen to think it was a murder, do you?
No, but really, who would want to kill themselves in the autumn of their life? William was a very old man.
Look, William was alone in the tower when it happened, and the door was locked from the inside. So a stranger's intervention is impossible.
So why didn't he leave a letter?
That I do not know, and I do not even want to think about it. Trying hard to get my thoughts away from William's death, and I absolutely don't feel like talking about it.
How is it possible that Robert is not at all interested in this? Am I the only one who wants to know the truth of what happened to William? The castle is falling into disrepair. How long can it last like this?
It has been standing here for hundreds of years, and it is not going to decay anytime soon. It will outlive us, just as it has outlived our ancestors.
But the old wing is on the verge of falling down.
It was already on the verge of falling apart when I was born. Yet it still stands.
Why hasn't anyone tried to restore it?
Oh, sure they have. About 100 years ago, Werner Gordon attempted to repair it.
Why are you saying attempted?
Well, he was not the first one who tried it. The new structure never lasted more than a couple of years. The original castle foundations that Marcus and Mordred jointly laid are within those walls. It is as though the old stones do not want to accept the new ones.
Strange, indeed. So what has been happening around here since I've been away?
Things are rather odd, but I have no recollection of anything special.
Are there any new families?
No, I do not believe so. In fact, the only person to have moved here is Dr. Herman. We also have a different groom and a different gardener than the ones you knew.
I've been away for 12 years, and all that has happened is that we have 2 new servants.
Well, no one is clamoring to live around here, you know that yourself.
Yes, Nothing really has changed. It's almost scary. I must go now.
Right then. I'll return to my work.
I often have headaches these days. I'd better keep them. Robert didn't have lunch with us. He just had something brought in here. Jennifer, the wife of Tobias Gordon. Today's paper. I'll have a look. Seems to be a note of some sort inside. Robert, I have only now received your letter.
Only now received your letter. That permanently drunken goof whom you have paid to be the messenger brought it late. I will take care of your parcel as usual. Do not worry. Fortunately, no one cares about anything in this godforsaken place. P.S. I suggest you give more money to that blockhead Mark next time. Maybe it will help him be more tardy.
I'll put it back so that Robert finds it where it's supposed to be. Victoria is in the common room. Victoria... Victoria wants to be alone. I'm not going to disturb her. I used to sit on this chair at family dinners. They don't seem to be working, showing 7:30. I don't need anything from here. Spice grinder. There's some dirty water at the bottom. Maybe there were flowers in it once. Probably the cellar key. I'll leave it here. Bates might need it. The door is locked. Probably the cellar key. I'll leave it here. It must be centuries old. It invokes a rather queer feeling in me. I used to play in it when I was a little kid. Back then, it wasn't so stagnant and neglected. Its water used to be crystal clear. I'll tell Henry to clean it up. It can't stay this dirty. This is where the oldest trees grew. Victoria loved them so much, and this is what's left of them. The rear path is completely blocked by bushes. I have to go around.
I'm glad you have returned, sir. We have kept your room intact. It's exactly as it was when you left.
Very nice. Thank you.
If you would like to have it straightened or anything else, just tell me.
That won't be necessary. It happened so suddenly, I didn't have time to write that I was coming.
I would be happy to help you with anything.
Thank you. I'll be fine.
Do you need anything else, sir?
I have spoken to Robert. It seems to me he may not be feeling well.
It is probably due to his responsibilities at Ashbury. Lately it seems to really exhaust him. He has recently taken to spending most of his time at work, often not even returning home for the night. He usually arrives in the evening, locks himself in his study, and works late into the night. He won't even let me in.
He may just not want to be disturbed.
Maybe, but he would never do that before.
I'll talk to him.
All right, sir.
I was under the impression that nothing had changed here since I left. So many years have passed, but it seems to me like it was just last month. The same scenery, the same weather, as though time would rather avoid this place.
Sir, a lot has changed in your absence. Nothing is as it was, believe me. We are all growing old, and so is everything around us. I've been a servant here since my youth, and I know well how much a man can be changed by this place. During the last few months, things have been getting noticeably worse, day by day. It is as if the bleakness within the old walls of this manor is gradually taking us over.
Maybe you're right. Even I don't feel exactly well within these walls. I've been recalling memories of me that I've wanted to forget. Strange and dark in them. And that dismal silence. Bates, could you please light up the fireplace in my room? It's quite cold in there.
Oh, pardon this old servant, sir. I had completely forgotten about it. I will be happy to light up your fireplace. Also, if you need the room cleaned up properly, please say so. It was abandoned for over 12 years, and one hasty cleanup is insufficient.
No, the room is all right. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Are you sure you're all right, Bates? You know, you can take a rest whenever you want.
Thank you, sir. I think I will be fine.
Bates, tell me, is the old part of the castle still safe? I would like to examine the ruins. I used to play there as a boy.
But, sir, it was not safe, even back then.
Yes, you're right. Victoria would always scold me when she saw me there. She would really read the riot act to me.
And she was quite justified in that. Those old walls are only staying up thanks to their own weight. It certainly is not a good idea to go there, even for a few moments, sir. Please do not take that kind of risk.
Calm down, Bates. I was just being curious. I do not intend to go there.
Very well, sir.
I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
Mordred Gordon, the heartless ruler of the dark ages of our history. His rule was ended by his own brother Marcus in 1213. Our family's coat of arms. It has been symbolizing our noble rights since the Middle Ages. William would often sit here reading the paper. That was a very long time ago, though. Bates sometimes sits on it when he has nothing to do. It seems as if no one has moved it for years. This bookcase is full of old dust-covered books. I don't think I could find one that would interest me. Doctor, can I have a word with you?
Yes, all right.
It's William. I know you were his friend, and also his physician.
Yes, that applies to your whole family. So, what is it that troubles you, Gordon? You do realize that this is not the appropriate time to speak about William.
I don't believe it was an accident.
Well, it is strange indeed. Then why would he do it? And those burns?
What burns?
Numerous deeply burned areas. I have no clue as to their origin.
Go on.
No, Mr. Gordon. Come back tomorrow. I will gladly tell you everything. I really do not want to talk about this today.
All right. Then expect me tomorrow. I will certainly come back. Dr. Herman knows something important. I have to talk to him tomorrow. Jeremy Gordon, William's father. Old books and scrolls. They probably fell off the pile on the chair. It seems like something's missing here. It seems like something's missing here. A manually drawn map of the world from the 16th century. Literary works, Renaissance. Lots of great books are among them. Maybe I'll read one of them sometime later when I'm resting. The map of our manor. It might come in handy. I'll take it. The statue is holding something strange in its hand. It appears to be a key of some sort, or an amulet. There's no point in skimming through these books. Not one of them can help me find out what happened. William's work table. He used to spend hours and hours at it, writing. The Chronicle of the Warm Hill Manor. The local parish has been here for a very, very long time. According to the oldest books and records, it has been here for so long that only the walls of our castle may remember its foundation. Marcus Gordon had the church built so long ago that the date has already been lost in the mists of time. Therefore, the actual age of the building can only be estimated. As in the past, there was no accurate record-keeping. Should we hold to the views of respected historians, it was around 1215 AD that the church was built. It is thought that Marcus had the church built on pagan lands where many innocent people died through the ages. There is no corresponding record to this, however. Not one mention in any books or volumes available to me at the manor or the vicarage. Therefore, from a historic standpoint, this is a mere assumption, or worse, one of the many fictitious legends circulating in these lands. One thing, however, is more certain. It was this age that also gave rise to the academy at Black Mirror. As with Warm Hill Church, it was Marcus who was responsible for the construction of such a significant building. The new academy, with its vast library, was supposed to serve as a knowledge base for all the people. It was also a safe place for depositing the chronicle of the Gordon family that Marcus ordered his wise men to protect. In this, however, fate was not kind to Marcus. The whole academy burnt to stone long after his death, around 1512 AD, despite the vigorous effort of the people of the manor, who hurried to the disaster to fight the flames. The academy burned to the ground. When they saw there was no chance to save the building, they tried to save the records from inside. Not everyone was willing to risk their life in lethal heat for the scraps of paper that had been scribbled over. If it hadn't been for a few brave souls, however, we would have never known who Marcus Gordon was, nor some of the history of Black Mirror Manor, as most chronicles were lost to the flames. Garmoor Gordon perished in the fire at the age of 45. For his bravery, eternal memory is held. There was no one left of the academy to care for the remaining records and old books. Consequently, the volumes that remained were passed on to the Warm Hill parish to the safekeeping of Father Matthias. Father Matthias took meticulous care of the historical treasure until his death in 1543. To that holy man, the people of Garmoor Gordon are grateful for the preservation of the chronicle and the old records. Since those times, the Gordon family chronicle has been handed over from one successor of Father Matthias to the next, until today. Recorded by hand of Jeremy Gordon, 1632 AD. The local, according to the... Therefore, should we... There is, therefore, one thing, as with the new account, in this, the whole, despite the... When they saw the... Not everyone. If it hadn't Garmoor, there was no one. Consequently, Father Matthias, who that holy man, since those... Recorded by hand... Just more books. Lots of books for long evenings. I haven't got time to read them now. This door leads nowhere. The lower floor of the old wing of the castle is behind it. The entrance has been walled up for years. The bags are full of dry hay. They should be carried off into the stable before it starts raining. My name is Samuel Gordon. You are Morris, the groom, aren't you?
Yes, sir. I know who you are. Bates told me about you.
I would like to ask you about something, Morris. What can you tell me about Bates?
What do you want to know about him?
Well, I don't know exactly. He's different from when I knew him.
To me, he seems to be the same all the time. The same old standoffish mope.
He wasn't like that before.
That's possible. I've only known him for the couple of years that I've worked here.
So how many years have you been working here?
Almost 5.
Morris, how did you get along with William?
Well, like a groom with the horse owner. Okay, I guess. He's only spoken a few sentences to me in all the time that I've been working here. I mean, I saw him very seldom.
I see. Morris, you are right next to the old wing. Can you see inside the old tower from your room?
What do you mean? I never go there. Who told you that? It was that old drunkard, right?
I was just asking, why are you so upset?
I knew that Flores bastard was spreading gossip about me again. He tells you anything, don't believe him, sir. Ends to get smashed and talk out of his ass.
Sure, but you've been to the old wing, right?
Yes, but only out of curiosity. I've got no reason to go there. And it's a strange place anyway.
What do you mean?
Well, I haven't exactly got a good feeling about it. I feel like I'm being watched by something older than the centuries within those old, damp walls. And the silence, it makes one feel as if one cannot speak. Frankly, I'm glad I don't have any work to do there.
I will go then.
All right, sir.
It's dry. No one has taken water from it in a long time. It's used so seldom, it's locked up. The humble abode of the groom is up there. I haven't any reason to go there. Water for the horses. Empty glasses and paint cans. Nothing useful. Nails, screws, nothing I need. I don't need to repair anything. It's rusty, but it works. Red wine from our cellar. How did the bottle get here? I'll ask Morris where he got it. Our family's coat of arms. Someone should repair it. It appears stable, but I'm not going to climb up. Hay for the horses is in there, and that's Morris's responsibility. I don't want to get dirty. Morris, do you have a moment?
Sure.
Morris, I've noticed you have a bottle of wine on your workbench in the stable.
Wine? I sometimes take a sip when it's cold outside, but never during work.
It appears to be our vintage red. Where did you get it?
Well, Sir William gave it to me some time ago. Just this one bottle.
Really?
Yes, sir.
All right, Morris. I do not believe that William would have given away some of our best wine. Morris must have gotten it some other way. I will go then.
All right, sir.
Smoke from the leaves smells nice. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. My name is Henry. I take care of the garden. It's not an easy job. I don't have anyone to help me. But you probably wanted to speak about something else, sir. What can I do for you, sir?
I would just like to ask a few questions. How long have you been working here, Henry?
About a year, sir.
The garden seems rather deteriorated. Everything used to blossom around here, but now...
I'm trying hard, sir, but I can't get everything done just by myself. This garden is really a lot of work, sir.
Why doesn't anyone maintain the rear garden?
I don't know, sir. Probably because nobody ever goes there.
And what about the fountain? There used to be fish in it once. I have no problem with the rear garden as such, but I want you to clean the fountain.
But, sir, isn't that rather futile? I mean, it can't even be seen from the front. It's going to be a lot of wasted work.
Either you clean it by tomorrow, or you can start looking for a new job.
As you wish, sir.
Tell me, Henry, what did you think of William?
I didn't really know him, sir. I'd scarcely seen him.
You have worked here every day and you hardly saw him?
Well, you see, Sir William wouldn't go to the garden very often, and I only do what Madame Victoria tells me. Bates was the only one allowed in his study. He wouldn't let anyone else in.
Is there anything else you can tell me about him?
I don't really feel like talking about him with you.
Why not?
How would I put it? Everyone reckoned he was a bit of a loony. You know what I mean.
Go on.
I don't really want to talk about it with you, sir. Please ask someone else.
What does that mean? Why would anybody perceive William as mad? I will leave you to your work. It looks like blood. Is this possible? They're full of leaves. Henry has plenty of work taking care of the garden. All those leaves will get burned in the end. The door is locked. Henry?
Yes?
Henry, there's blood in the grinder in front of the greenhouse. Where did it come from?
But that's impossible, sir. I only put branches in it. Are you quite sure?
Perhaps you're right. I probably imagined it. I should probably take a rest. Who knows what I've seen? Henry, I went to the greenhouse and found it locked. Why?
I lock it during the day as well, just to be safe.
To be safe?
I don't want anyone wandering about the place and snooping in my stuff.
Do we have strangers walking around here then?
No, sir. That's not the problem. But I've seen Morris around there a couple times, and he's got no business there. The greenhouse and the garden are both my responsibilities. I usually lock it so that I can be sure nothing gets lost. But if you want to have a look inside, sir, I'll open it.
No, I only wanted to know why it was locked. What could Morris be looking for in the greenhouse? I will leave you to your work. This is where our mail is brought. At least it used to be. I'd be interested to know where these stones came from. I have no reason to leave. The main gate is usually closed, as it is today. There is nothing here. I could swear I had seen blood. I'd better take my medication. William used to be very fond of this place. He would often come here to make paintings and sometimes would spend whole days here. The Black Mirror Castle.
Do you need anything, sir?
That picture behind us, Henry, when did William paint it?
A long time ago, sir, when he still went out to the garden. Madam ordered me to leave it here, so I've been taking care of it. Sir William sure was talented. Don't you think, sir?
Yes, he was. I will leave you to your work. William had his study behind those windows. If I want to find out what actually happened, I must get inside somehow. I hoped I'd never have to return here. I'll never forgive myself for Catherine's death, for which I was responsible. It should have been me that ended up in the flames, not her. This one is long retired. It's made of black marble. It's destroyed like the rest of the room because of the unfortunate fire many years ago. This place is making me remember all those horrible events. Just ashes. The canvas has been entirely destroyed by the flames. Just ashes. There's nothing in it, just dust. The door is locked. There are only empty chambers further down the hall. No point in going there. I need to speak with you, Robert.
Sure.
I spoke with Bates. Why don't you allow him into your study?
Did he tell you this? You see, I just don't want anyone to disturb me all the time. I have enough of my own problems and can do without his civility.
What's the matter?
Nothing special, I guess. I just happen to have a bit more work than usual these days.
I will go now.
All right. Feel free to come back if you need anything, Samuel.
I have lit the fire in your room as you wished, sir.
Thank you, Bates. It was quite cold in there.
I will return to my duties now. If you need something, I will be downstairs in the hall.
All right. It's locked. I only had a couple of things and an old camera in it as far as I recall. But where did I keep the key? I'll have a look around the room. It has to be here somewhere. Catherine would comb her beautiful hair in front of it every morning. It's best not remembered. I cannot see there. It's too high. I'll surely need the wallet. There are some coins in it. There's quite a lot of money in it. There's quite a common metal coin. The fireplace is lit. It's warm in here now. I can't see anything interesting. I cannot see there. It's too high. I cannot see there. Bates?
Yes, sir?
You're not looking well. Why don't you take a couple of days off?
Thank you, sir. I will be all right. It's just William. We lived our best years together here.
Indeed. You must have become very good friends over time.
Yes. Please, let us not talk about this further. There has been enough sorrow lately.
Bates, I want you to know that you're more of a friend to us than a servant.
Thank you, sir.
I need the key to the attic. Do you know where I can find it?
It is hanging in the kitchen right next to the cellar door. You cannot possibly miss it. I'm going to need the key later today. Can you please put it back afterwards, sir?
Of course I'll return it.
Thank you.
I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
This is the key to the attic. I'll take it. It's locked. I can't see anything special here. There is nothing in it, just a few sheets of paper. Old scrolls and lots of spider webs. It's quite well preserved. Strange. The entrance to the tower is nailed shut. I must get rid of these barrier boards somehow. I can't do this with my bare hands. empty picture frames and other old garbage. Useless. I should be able to get rid of the barrier boards on the door to the tower. This is the place where William took his last breath. I won't leave before I find out the truth. Done. The path is free of obstacles. Damn! The door is locked. I have no idea where the key could be. I should ask Victoria. I know I should leave Victoria alone, but I must ask her about the key to William's study in the tower. One of my distant ancestors, Durgam Gordon. This canvas is at least 300 years old. Strange that time has not faded it. I have nothing to look for in these drawers. It most likely contains Victoria's personal things. In the past, we used to have our own stable of full-blooded stallions. Some of them won many races. All that fame is long lost now. Lucky Arrow. 9 victories in one season. I can't remember the name. Probably one of the older stallions. Yes, 1890. An old issue of a magazine on nature. Nature Will. I haven't the time to read now. Victoria, I know you want to be alone, but I must ask you about something that only you can answer.
Maybe it will help to get some fresh thoughts. Memories can become so tiring. During the last few years, I have had plenty of time with my thoughts. What is it that you want to talk about, Samuel?
Victoria, why was William hiding away in his study? No one saw him go outside, and he would not let anyone in. Why all the secrecy?
I don't know, Samuel. About half a year ago, he closed himself in that damn tower and spent whole days and nights there. He never told me what he was doing. When I asked, he merely stated that he was looking for the truth and that he would not stop until he found it. It entirely absorbed him, and you know how it ended. I hope that he has found his truth.
I hoped I would not have to return to this place ever again. And even now, I'm not sure if I should have.
I did not dare hope you would come. The letters to you were all returned, and no one from the family had seen you in years. As time passed, we assumed you were dead.
I didn't open a single one of them. I wanted to forget it all. Only that morning letter. I had to open that one. Maybe I should have left it unread, like the other ones.
Your words are cold, Samuel.
If it hadn't been for William's death, I would have never returned. I returned because of William only. I don't expect you to understand it. Bates isn't looking well. He's old and very tired. He should take a rest.
I would suggest that to him myself, but I know he does not want to be alone right now. He and William were friends long before I knew him. He has worked here all his life, just like his father before him. He feels comfortable to be with us, I am sure.
That person who was with us at the funeral, who is he?
Dr. Herman, our family physician. But it would be more accurate to say our family friend.
I had never heard of him.
Well, how could you? He moved here long after you had gone away. He's a good man. He was a friend to William and has helped us a good deal. Until William began avoiding people, they were often together. Why are you interested in Hines?
I don't know him, so I wanted to know who he is. Do you need anything, Victoria?
No, thank you, Samuel. I am all right. Maybe just... No, you needn't worry. I'll ask Bates.
I spoke with Robert about the old wing. He said its walls were the only remnants of the original castle.
That is true. It is all that survived the burn.
I do not recall anyone that had conquered the castle in the past.
No one conquered it, at least not in the true sense of the word. The castle was half destroyed in a conflict between the first Gordons. Marcus knew he could not rise against his brother's people directly. Therefore, he decided to take him by surprise in the secret chapel deep under the castle. Mordred realized this too late, and the consequences were terrible. But those are merely old legends. Just old stories.
That secret chapel you have spoken of, it must be somewhere beneath us.
Nobody has ever found a trace of the entrance, let alone the whole chapel, Samuel. It's merely an old legend from the Chronicle.
What happened to Marcus after Mordred died?
He became the lord of the manor and died a long time later, a tired old man. As a tribute to his leadership, they buried him in a secret crypt. Today no one knows where his body rests.
Do any further records of his life still exist?
None that I know of.
Victoria, I need the key to William's study. I know that you insist that no one go in there, but...
No one is allowed to set foot in there. Why are you talking about that place to me, Samuel? Why are you making me think of it?
I just wanted...
Go away. I need to be alone now.
Of course. Bates?
Yes, sir?
Bates, this might seem strange to you, but I would like to see the exact spot where William died.
Oh, but why, sir?
I have my reasons.
Oh, well, follow me if you insist. This is where the awful thing happened. Please, just do not ask me to describe it to you. I have told the detective everything already, and I would not want...
No, that's all right, Bates.
Why all of this then, sir?
I can feel something is not right. I just don't know what. Have you found anything unusual around here?
No, maybe just... We noticed a strange spot under the tower window, right there. No one knows where it came from. If you would allow me, sir, I'd rather go now.
Certainly. I knew Bates wouldn't understand why I was doing this. Something tells me things aren't quite as they seem.
Yes, sir?
The gardener, what is he like?
Henry? A quiet type of person, I'd say. As long as he's sober, that is. You know what I mean.
I was unaware of his drinking.
You can bet on it, sir. When he's in the mood, he closes himself in his room and drinks until he can't lift his head. Usually he just sits there, staring at nothing and drinking. I'd say that is quite odd, isn't it?
Odd indeed. He does not seem like a drunkard to me.
Well, you can trust me, and you're bound to see for yourself anyway.
I will go then.
All right, sir.
don't know what we could talk about.
Do you need anything, sir?
I would like to ask you about something.
Certainly, sir.
Bates, I said something inappropriate to Victoria. Do you think she will accept my apology?
Certainly, sir. Madam has a good heart. But if I may advise you, sir, offer your apology as soon as possible.
I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
Bates, I would like a word with you.
I'm listening, sir.
Why is the entrance to the old tower blocked?
Madam ordered me to nail the door shut so that she would not have to think about that place ever again. She does not want anyone to enter William's study.
I see. I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
The dining table of the servants. Various kinds of spices and cooking ingredients. I'm not going to make a mess out of it for Bates. I haven't any reason to go. An ivory statue of a little Buddha. Victoria is collecting these things. Should apologize. May I speak with you for a while, Victoria?
Of course, Samuel.
I'd like to apologize for what I said before.
I may have been hasty in my response as well. I had that key destroyed so that no one can ever enter the tower again. Maybe William had another key, I do not know.
Where are his personal belongings now?
I do not know. Ask Herman. I do not want to talk about it.
That new gardener, Henry. I've heard he drinks.
He is not new here. He has been working for us for over a year now. What you have heard is true, but it does not happen very often. Except for that particular habit, he is polite and hard-working.
I'm surprised you're saying this. Does his drinking not bother you?
Well, I do, but I would have trouble finding anyone else for the job.
Replacing him with a new gardener couldn't possibly be a problem, could it?
Maybe not a few years ago, but now... You haven't been here in a long time. A lot has changed, Samuel. No one wants to work for us, not after what happened. People are superstitious. They see dark forces in everything. I'm glad that he has stayed, even if my garden looks so miserable. But why are you asking about Henry? Is it that you know something about him that I should know too?
No, not really. Morris said Henry acts strangely from time to time.
Morris? That hardly surprises me. He is strange himself. If I had someone to take over his job, he wouldn't be here now. That reminds me. I ordered him to board up the old well, so there is no possibility of an accident there. Samuel, would you please see to it that he does it today?
Of course. Morris, I would like a word with you.
What do you need, sir?
Morris, what are you going to do when you're finished with the wood?
I don't know yet, but there's always enough work around here. Have you got anything special for me?
Victoria would like the old well boarded up.
I know about that, sir. I'll get to it shortly.
I will go then.
All right, sir.
I don't know. Doctor, can I have a word with you?
Yes, all right.
Dr. Herman, Victoria told me you had William's personal belongings.
Yes, that is true.
I would like to see them.
Sure, I can show them to you when you come to the morgue tomorrow. I just do not have any idea what you are expecting.
Well, I must see them today. Can you help me?
Today? Well, all right. Maybe we could do it like this. I will send someone to the main gate with a parcel for you. Will that do?
Perfectly. What time will this person come?
I will send him as soon as I get back to the autopsy room. Let us say 7 o'clock?
I'll be waiting in front of the main gate at exactly 7 o'clock. It's very important. I hope the person is reliable.
Do not fear. He will be well paid. Settled?
Thank you, Doctor. At 7, I have to be in front of the gate. Victoria is in the common room. May I disturb you for a few moments? I would like to ask a couple of questions.
All right. I'm listening.
Morris and Henry don't seem to like each other.
They've got some battles going on, but unless they bump into each other too often, they cause no harm. I don't really care about their silly problems.
Morris says that Henry drinks quite a bit. I don't like that very much, to tell you the truth.
Neither do I. But there was no one else to take the job. So we have basically put up with that habit of his. He has not done anything wrong yet, anyway.
Not yet, right? I must go now.
Right then. I'll return to my work.
Not quite sure what I need to do right now.
Victoria, may I talk to you?
Please, excuse me, Samuel. I'm not quite in the mood for talking. If you need anything, please ask Bates. He will be happy to help you.
Of course. I can come back later. I'll ask again another time.
Do you need anything, sir?
Not really. I was just passing by. Its water used to be crystal clear. A common metal coin. There's quite a lot of money in it. William's mourning card. The fallen tree has surrounded it completely. There's no way to reach it. fresh apples, and a few sweets. Almond sweets from Switzerland. I like these best. I don't know what we could talk about. I don't want to leave now. There is nothing in it. The window of my room. The castle is literally surrounded by bushes. The castle is... It looks like a symbol of some sort, or a sign. I should put this down somehow. It looks like a... I should put this down. I'll leave him to his work. I don't need to take anything. There's enough light in here during the day. It's rusty and has many holes. It's useless. On the marble plate are the names of all the lords of our family who lived here. It's locked. I cannot see there. It's too high. I have no idea. Victoria is in the... I'll leave her alone now. The fire has to be maintained in winter as well as summer. Otherwise, it's very cold in here. It seems like something's missing here. They'll be full of books or old paper. I won't bother opening them. Herman promised that his delivery boy would bring William's parcel to the main gate at exactly 7 o'clock. I have to be there on time. A dirty coffee mug. There's a big bee on its side. It probably belongs to Bates. It's just a decoration. It doesn't work.
Do you need anything, sir?
Not really. I was just passing by. This is where Bates makes all the meals. He's a very good cook. At least I won't go hungry. I put the key back where I found it. This is the key to the attic. I'll take it. I put the key back where I found it. I haven't any reason to go. One of the several large rocks in the garden. No one knows how they got here. There's nothing in it. Just ashes. Just ashes. It's locked. There is nothing useful in it. It's locked. Durgam Gordon. Lucky arrow, 18. A souvenir of one of our champion horses. I'll talk to her later. This is not the right time. I won't be open. No letter. There is nothing in it. No letter. I'll stay here. I don't know what to look for around the manor anyway. don't... I'll leave him to his work. A common metal coin. The entire outer rim is full of old symbols and signs. No one understands what they mean these days. It looks like a symbol of some sort, or a sign. I should put this down somehow. I often have headache. I'd better keep